tacitas. Tengo esta tacita rosita y esta tacita como fucsia. Huevo, ¿sí?
What? There's something under the... What the hell? Basta, go away! No! It's okay, stop, Yaku. Don't scream. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay.
So guys, welcome back to another episode of Creepy Hour. Tonight, we're diving into strange and unsettling clips that might just leave you questioning what's real and what's lurking in the dark. This first clip comes from a creator known as Kittic38 Backup. After moving into her new home, she was trying to settle into a normal routine. One morning, while working on her laptop and going through emails, everything felt quiet and ordinary until she suddenly heard strange noises coming from the kitchen. At first, she brushed it off, assuming her dog, Lucy, must have knocked something over. But when she looked, Lucy wasn't moving at all. The dog sat completely still, not reacting in the slightest. That's when the unease set in. If it wasn't Lucy, then who or what was making the sound? She picked up her phone and started recording.
Okay guys, it's just me and Lucy up here. I was just listening to music. I was on the laptop and we're hearing something in the kitchen. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Come on, Lou, come on. Hello? Hello?
And what she captured is enough to send chills down your spine. The noises are sharp, deliberate, and without any clear explanation. So the real question remains, what exactly did she bring home with her? This next clip was recorded by a man named Dan, a new convert who had been enduring months of terrifying, unexplained experiences inside his home. At night, Dan would often wake up completely frozen, unable to move, as if something heavy was pressing down on his chest. Other nights, he'd hear scratching, not only on the walls but beneath his bed, above the ceiling, and even right beside his pillow. Sometimes muddy footprints appeared, leading from his front door all the way to his bedroom, prints that didn't match any of his shoes. The sleepless nights and constant fear began to change him. At work, people noticed he was anxious, distracted, almost like a different person. A concerned friend eventually brought him to a spiritual guardian who gave him very specific instructions. That night, Dan decided he would finally face whatever was tormenting him.
Okay, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, I ask you, Jesus, for healing in this home. I ask you to take these demons away from my house.
What the camera captured was terrifying. Loud bangs echoed through the house. Furniture shifted without being touched, and the front door opened as if something unseen had left. Paranormal experts say demons don't just haunt, they break people down, and when challenged, they fight back. In this case, the prayer clearly affected it, and after the chaos, the entity retreated. But one detail raised even more fear. In Dan's footage, the cross on his wall vanished, then reappeared upside down. A chilling sign that, according to spiritualists, a true demonic presence had been there all along. They say a new beginning makes everything better. Different job, different city, a different home. On paper it feels right, but for Kenny, that so-called new chapter came with something no one could have ever prepared him for. From the day he moved in, odd things began. His phone alarm rang every night at precisely 3:07 a.m., even though he never touched the settings. The mirrors in his place misted over, revealing handprints far too big for a child and too small to belong to him. At times, his bathroom sink overflowed with dead beetles. But one morning around 4 a.m., lying in bed debating whether to rise for work or stay home, everything shifted.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who? What the? Holy creeps me out, man. What the?
Listen closely. Right before Kenny touched the door, a faint woman's voice is audible. Yet when he opened it, nothing was there. Disturbed, he told his neighbor, and soon whispers spread across the area. Days later, walking home from work, a woman approached slowly, stared at him, and whispered, "Leave." He turned to look again, but she had vanished. Witnesses nearby swore no one was present. That night, Kenny packed up everything he owned and abandoned the house forever. Tell me honestly, would you have stayed? The subsequent footage was recorded by Will, a youthful TikToker, who had been silently suffering something frightening until it became so severe. He finally chose to voice up for a period. Now he could be in his bedroom and suddenly every device would turn off, lighting fan, even his mobile charger. But at first somehow the television would stay on. He believed it was just defective electrical or a malfunction. But situations got terrible. He began experiencing a weird constant itch everywhere. And when he went to numerous clinics and performed endless examinations, every single physician told him the identical thing: we couldn't discover any reason. They recommended antihistamine skin creams, but nothing functioned and the scratching wouldn't cease. Then one evening, while all his housemates were fast sleeping upstairs, Will discovered himself wide alert, partly because of the scratching but mainly because he could sense something was wrong. So he seized his mobile and hit record. This is what he captured on video.
A lot of shit's been going on, all the scratching, all the fucking everything. So I'm recording right now just to hopefully catch something, and if I do, I just want to prove to you guys that I'm actually alone. My roommates are all upstairs, so as soon as something's happening, like I'm just watching the friggin' door, as soon as something's happening, I'm booking it right inside there. I'm gonna film all the space, all like everything. I'm gonna close the door right behind me, and I'm gonna make sure that I want to show you guys that I'm actually alone in this. Oh shit. Yo, the light's like turning on and off, bro. The doorknob. Yo, I gotta show you guys I'm actually alone. Look at this bull.
The lighting flickered and the handle twisted on its own as if something was attempting to get in or out. And when he uploaded the footage online, most of the watchers agreed on one disturbing possibility. If it's scratching, it's likely a demon. Also, the handle was moving on its own, so it could mean the entity was attempting to claim dominance, a recognized method of evil spirits to create fear or cross limits. Still, not everyone trusted him, and a few doubters replied, why didn't he just go investigate? Well, Will did go investigate.
I gotta show you guys I'm actually alone. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. Look, look, look. I'm turning on the light as soon as I walk in. Okay, closing the door. Yo. Yo, I'm telling you, anytime I walk in, there's like literally nobody. Nobody. This has been going on for like a couple days now, dude. Look, watch. I'll turn on the light. Okay? Nobody. 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 Behind the door, nobody. Okay? Going through this freaking door, which is really scary in here. Nobody. Guys, tell me what the going.
The bedroom was vacant, the lighting were manually operated, and the oddest part, this wasn't even the initial time this had occurred, and many of those occasions Will had been completely home alone a few days afterward. He came home from employment to an even more frightening encounter.
Oh, I just got home from work. Yeah, this is what I came home to. I'm literally only going to assume that my roommates is trying to pull a prank on me. I'm gonna quickly close this, push all this, close this door behind me, just in case anything happens. What? You serious? They're trying to pull a prank. This is one hell of a prank. Oh, hell nah. Hell to the no. Everything. Oh my god, I'm out of here. Yep, I am done.
The whole residence was a disaster, and at first he desired to assume it was a joke pulled by one of his housemates. But then he observed something strange, a spooky old-fashioned puppet shortly after noticing. This situation spiraled out of management. Will was convinced this time a ghost was residing in that residence with them, so later that night he installed a recorder in the exact bedroom where most of the unusual activity seemed to occur, and what the recording revealed was troubling.
Alright, let's get you some camera.
Exactly 2 hours and 18 minutes in it started first the lighting. Then the cupboard doors began opening and closing over and over again with no one in the bedroom. After witnessing this, Will wasted no time and contacted to a medium for protection, and after a complete investigation he discovered something shocking. His housemates had also been encountering unusual situations for months, but they always believed it was one of the others playing a joke. Even terrible, the residence had a past. The previous occupant had gathered up and departed without warning and never informed anyone. Why now it was all beginning to make logic. We hope the protection Will and his housemates obtained is powerful enough to eliminate this furious ghost out for good. The subsequent footage is about Sapphire, a lady who has created out an spooky specialty for herself, gathering and distributing stories about possessed dolls. Her platform is packed with disturbing encounters, frightening myths, and weird forces that seem to encircle these dolls the instant they appear in her residence. Most of the dolls arrive from digital marketplaces like eBay, where she either adopts or buys items thought to be spiritually active. And if you're curious, yes, she speaks to them. One evening, she sat down for a meeting with one of the latest additions to her collection.
Steve, can you show me you're here right now? Good job. Can you touch your favorite tool? Definitely the REM pod. Can you turn that off? Can you turn it back on? Good job. Can you hold it down in your favorite color, honey? It's black, but you said green. And green, black and green. Wow, that's going really fast. The sweep rate. Were you in the army? You can use these words in this app to communicate anything you want to me. Are you able to piece them together to tell me how you passed away? Ammo? Did somebody SHOOT you? Yeah. Are you 28? Christy, how can I help you? Is there anything you want to tell me right now?
The ghost's responses were emotional, detailed, and disturbingly genuine. Here's the matter about possessed dolls. Supernatural specialists believe that ghosts, particularly those that perished young or under tragic situations, can attach onto items and dolls with their human-like characteristics and emotional meaning, become the ideal containers. Some ghosts remain inactive, and others not so much. Specialists caution that once a ghost connects to a doll, it can become a channel, permitting supernatural force to flow between realms. And in more severe instances, these ghosts don't just stay in the doll. They start to stalk the area around them. Marissa had always observed something weird about her child's conduct, like the small girl silently having a complete conversation with absolutely nobody around, or sometimes screaming like she was attempting to make a point. It became intolerable when her child would awaken in the middle of the evening, pointing at edges of the bedroom, murmuring, "She's returned." At this moment, Marissa chose to set up cameras in the kitchen, living area, and bedroom. And this is what one of the cameras recorded. If you observe closely, you'll notice that the small girl isn't just grabbing her playthings. She's using so much strength as if she's pulling them from someone else. And when a child communicates with a ghost, especially one that battles over items, it's a clear indication of a territorial presence, possibly a ghost child, or terrible, something pretending to be one. And the reality that her child is the only one who notices it, that's even more frightening. Marissa has forwarded the footage to a ghost investigator, and the situation is under examination. Let's hope she and her child receive the assistance they require before the ghost chooses it desires more than just the playthings. Tiffany has always been the kind to discuss ghost tales, and companions even joke that she's a walking reference for all things supernatural. But despite her interest, she had never encountered anything personally until one day she was tidying her residence totally alone when this occurred.
I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I am cleaning. Ignore this, my Band-Aid wouldn't stay on, so I taped it. But in the middle of cleaning, I hear like a door shut, and I'm whispering because I'm kind of weirded out. Louis in the living room by himself, but I hear this door slam, and then I swear I thought I heard like me say like hello or hey or something. So I'm trying to wait and see if it does it again, because I'm a nervous laugher, so. Did you hear that? My word is blowing through my chest. Oh my God, who is that?
If you listen carefully, you'll notice someone say hello. But what makes it truly disturbing is that it sounds like her. And you know what they claim about hearing your own sound? Many specialists argue it's connected to what they call a copycat ghost, an entity that copies the living in order to scare or establish dominance. In some instances, it's seen as an indication the ghost is attempting to connect itself to the individual it's copying. And for someone who understands as much as Tiffany does, she's not taking risks. So, she's making plans to have her entire residence blessed. This next footage was recorded by a lady named Sodra, who recently relocated into her deceased mother's residence after her passing. A few weeks after she settled in, the familiar scent of her mother's favorite fragrance would suddenly fill the space. The kitchen lighting would flicker the same way it used to when her mom prepared late at evening, and the bedroom entrance is always slightly opened each morning, no matter how firmly she closed it the evening before. But the most persistent thing, the cabinet in her mom's old space, which kept opening on its own. One morning, as Sodra was getting prepared for employment, she captured this on video.
Keep happening in my house since my mom passed away. Like why? I looked underneath the drawer, I looked behind it, there's nothing making it pop out. It seems like it's when I bring up my mom that something happens. Mom? Okay, it's fucking weird.
She's had that cabinet checked, but every single individual she's contacted to repair it says the same thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Watchers quickly flooded the responses, suggesting maybe it was her mother attempting to get her focus or pointing her towards something important hidden inside the cabinet. So Sudra opened the cabinet, and this is what she discovered.
Okay, let's do it. I don't know what could be in this drawer. I have my bathing suits and stuff. Halloween shorts that I need to put to my Halloween stuff. Lingerie. Phone case. My Magnificent Fizz. My bells are just like, I don't know, clear room or something, I don't know. A lot of books for my cruise. I went on cruises last year and I left leftover ones. Dog's bandana. Bra. What's this? Something my daughter got me. So I do think that this is it, if it is anything, but I'm kind of feeling like this is. I found this note that I'm going to post on top of here from my mom. And then I listen to what this plays.
This footage left so many individuals emotional, and it's easy to see why. Sudra says she still misses her mother every single day. But now she's at peace that what she's been encountering isn't haunting, but a quiet reminder from her mother's ghost.